about creativity, we're talking about this man right here. All right, he is a professional. He's also one of my good friends, and not only that, he is authentic. So what you see is what you get. He is a entrepreneur. He is a entrepreneur. He is a health and fitness coach. And if you follow his journey, he has mentorship program that you will be able to see, and he will actually guide you through all of that. All right, so don't think say it's just him on stage and the performance and everything. There is much more to this individual that we're talking about tonight. And again, this is Stay Planted. For persons who are just joining us and wondering what the hell is Stay Planted and Ioctane is always on live. Yes, he's always on live doing a bag of things. But this one is different because this is like my testimony service.
Yeah.
And Ioctane is going to testify tonight.
I know we don't like too much words with us, but this is, you have to be real brethren, real friend, real, you know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, what's up? Good night. How you doing?
Good night. Welcome, Bayomi Moore. Welcome to the platform.
Yes, stay planted. People don't share the life. All them people, them not like none of my positive, not like mix up. Yeah, man, but I give thanks, you know what I mean? And it's a pleasure, you know, talking to you. What's up?
You know what? I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart again. When I made the call, shout out and said, Papa, I need your help. You didn't hesitate. Even though you're a busy man and you have a million things doing, you didn't hesitate and you say, you know what, we jump on. And I must commend you on that. And people don't understand this part of you. And I'm so happy that you're here on this platform so that persons understand that part of you. So tell me, Bayomi. Tell me about Bayomi before you tell me about Ioctane. Who is Bayomi Muir?
Bayomi Muir is just a little youth born in Clarendon by default, you know what I mean? Big up all Clarendonian, Mr. Clarendonian, but I was born in Clarendon because my mom was working in Clarendon at the time as a helper. So my father is from St. Elizabeth. They're both from St. Elizabeth. They're both Maroons. But she was working in Clarendon, and then you know she get pregnant. So while she get pregnant, she was working, and she's a baby, which is me in Clarendon. And at the time she was working, so she have to have baby in the house. You know what I mean? So and it was she alone, so she have to have baby of me, give birth to me, and cut my navel string and everything. So she give birth, be the doctor, you know what I mean? So from there, when she tell me the story from there, so I know, say, you know, Bayomi was a special individual because after she give birth, everything, then, you know, back them time, they didn't really have whole clinic or whole race. They have one clinic in the community. So you have to really wait until that one nurse or doctor finish before, you know, they could visit her in the evening, night. So that is how, you know, me actually start. And then we grew up poor life. For me, growing up, like wealth wasn't something that I come in contact with at the initial stage, you know what I mean? I grew up very poor. I grew up very, very poor, like, you know, like the less fortunate in my community. You know, and people always look down on the family like that because they know my mother's situation. And, you know, it was like the black sheep are the by the way, individual in any tenement yard we're at. You know what I mean? Because she alone and 5 of us, so it was rough. Yeah. And, you know, we suffer along the way. We never have current. When I was like 14, 15, we still never have current and TV and them something. I used to go next door to watch my mom bridging them TV, and you know, them used to just close the window, like him auntie them used to close the window. Sometimes I have to stand up under the rain and watch TV. So like from my knee down, wet. You know, rain and fall and those things. And you know, I go through a lot. I sell all different type of market in Jamaica. You know, like when here time come people celebrating Christmas, I was out there being a vendor. I was like the least of the apostle for a lot of people for years. Least of the apostle for a lot of people for years, but it's not where you're going, it's not where you're coming. It's not where you're coming from, it's where you're going, because at first I never really like it, because you're growing up as a young youth, and when you're growing up and you see your peers and you see other family, it was like, Lord, why you make me born in this family? But sometimes the Almighty, when I come to realization and when I reach a certain point where I can think from different perspective, I notice that every great advocate, every great leader have a criminal record. And I mean, every great leader was birthed from sufferation or birthed from not being privileged. You know, like when you're privileged in society, is the norm to people is the norm for you to win. I never really inherit nothing. Like, only thing I inherit is life and what I accomplished in life. You know what I mean? I never have a big brother, I never have an uncle in family who send me things. I used to wear the same shoes go school, and wear the same shoes go out, and wear the same shoes go selling. You know? We used to sell buckle and these things. Pick up buckle in the night at the dance, sell it. You know, when my brother them eat out the sugar and these things, I sell the buckle to buy back the sugar, because my mother make sure say, you are the man of the house. Make sure say them not do certain things.
Because you were the oldest one.
I am not the oldest one, but I am just that person. I am the person who do the fight for them.
Yeah.
Beat up. I'm the person who will hide, and a man beat up my brother, me hide and bust him in. No matter the repercussions. I'm the person who wash, cook, clean. You know, I was just always that person who just oversee everybody. It's like my born April, so it's like me a Reuben, me a first born, you know, so I always have that embedded in me from them time until now.
Right. Mm-hmm. So at 14-year-old, you pretty much was an entrepreneur from that time.
From them time, even before that, I always good at like the street knowledge. I know I see I'm how my mother capitalize in any market.
Yeah.
So I'm always that. So from high school, I was good in business. So from food farm, I have distinction in principle of business, which is POB. And I also have architect from food farm, and I also have maths, because I'm good at maths.
Yeah.
So this is the things that, and from them time, they really never know your purpose like that, like, because you're always wondering, like, if the wheel should spin and I was in that family, I feel like I would be, you know, have a better, people look at me different, you know, because from them time they are see public acceptance where, you know, people look down on you, and you're a human being and you have blood and capillaries, veins, things run through you too. So when you have to put a smile, growing up, fake smile becomes one of my best friends, because I have to put a smile. I was so good at it. And it was, after a while, it gets so beautiful because I practice how to fake smile that you don't see it's fake. But beyond that is a broken individual, a broken child. You know, no father, pretty much no mother, because your mother is out there. So it's like the community grow you, and you're exposed to a lot of things. You know what I mean? Growing up, and it come first hand at you, and you have to just deal with it. You know what I mean? So while I was growing up them way there, you know, I used to sell in the National Stadium. Like, a matter of fact, I used to live in the National Stadium for years. I used to sell in the National Stadium, like when my mother go National Stadium, and, you know, everybody come. I used to sell in. At one time, I remember I go to Hope Garden.
Yeah.
And my school was going on a school trip, and I have to go and sell. So when my school, when the kids them in my class say, "Yo, Muir, you're not coming," I said, "No, man, everything good." And then my mother said, yo, you know, some have to carry go town, go do some selling. And she kept, yo, it's so ironic. Yo, she carried me to the same school trip go sell. And when I see my friends then, I say, yo, what am I going to tell them, mother? Because I always feel a different perspective. Like, yo,
Yeah.
all right, because what was, I start to learn how to live, how to coexist. So when I do, I save my school money, when I go on the road and I sell things and things for my mother, I will save my money and just buy the latest shoes and the latest stuff, and the latest things them with them not have, because me exposed to Kingston.
Yeah.
But them don't know, so I sacrifice my school money, my lunch. You know, I sacrifice a lot of things where kids really need. So when them see me at school now, them say, yo, that youth look like him have things and rare, but that is just a facade. So when me go to Bam now and go at the Hope Yard and never forget, I see the people them are come off of the bus, you know. Everybody will feel like me have things. And me hide, you know. Yo, me hide and go buy one face mask and never forget, I buy a face mask and put it over my face. And get a different type of shirt and put it over. So they can't see who they behind the mask. And me actually go, like my mother say, yeah, your school and them know you. Go and go sell them and I can't tell her no. And put on the face mask and I sell the people them, you know. And them I buy from me, you know, and change up my vibe, you know. Them I buy from it, not really ask me who behind the mask, but only God alone can tell me, say them no see me, you know. And just me. One time I sell in a market again and see a girl I like. I sell bag juice, I never forget. And see a girl I like. I'm jump over one wall and hide, you know, because I don't want to. But now I see me sell bag juice, you know. And the week before I get to work on a construction site and I've been there and work, I may have some money in my pocket. You see when I see the girl, you know what I do? I go in my pocket and I buy back the bag juice from my mother. And drink, make it melt out and drink off all the 12 bag juice. And carry the money and tell her I said sell, because me decide to me now want no more than the market, because the girl enough is see me. So I've been through a lot of things and a lot of emotional scars and a lot of put down. Even now with my greatness, people still in the fraternity, even now. Like how I put out an album and majority people me helping in the business. And I can say it publicly, them know. People have a computer when me buy where them play my music in there. Sarat and me, everything. A majority people in the business where me say, alright then, and me start everything. Them not look for my album. Them not rare. More time I say album, you put out the album and you follow me on IG, you like most of the things them. So if you're not wise, and if me never get the teachings that from the initial stage, maybe me that mother, or maybe me that in crime and violence, or maybe me that do so to them, because say, you know, you give strength, so you need back strength. But me come to the realization that people who you give strength is not necessarily people that are going to give you back that strength. You understand?
That's right.
So that is where I'm coming from. I'm coming from way out, where we never really have it like that. Means never, when I not have a toothbrush, like so we have to use salt and we have to use charcoal brush with teeth and salt go school, and when the roll-on buckle finish, we have to cut it and throw water in it. You use it under your arm or use lime, or you know, we've been through it. So when you see, when a man see me acting now and me I do my thing and Ray, a man might just feel like it come overnight, and a man just feel like Ray, and 90% of what me gain in the music, I not even utilize it for myself. But
yeah.
People don't glorify the journey, you know.
And that's one of the reasons why this platform is there, because, and that's why we call it the struggles before the success. Because often people look at you and then they have a clue as to what you went through, and they don't understand the journey that you actually went through. And I I am so glad that this platform is available where you can let persons say, look here, man, you're going through a rough time. Everybody got through it. So it makes no sense.
Everybody, I remember saying,
Yeah.
me never choose poverty. I was just born in poverty.
You were born in it.
Yeah, me never choose to born in poverty. Me never choose my mother to choose the father. They are the universe because me exist before the earth in spirit.
Right, right.
Exist before the earth. So when the Almighty decides that is the sperm that I'm gonna put you in,
right,
and that scrotum of that man, me gonna put you in, and that the mother they're gonna bring forth you. I never choose it. The
right, right.
universe choose that for me. So